What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and you're now tuned in to the What More Do You Want Network. This particular video, I had to do because I had to do my due diligence first as far as the topic and who and what it was about. As you guys know, the Oklahoma City Thunder decided to draft Chet Holmgren at number 2 in the latest NBA draft. Now, with that being said, I thought I'll give my opinion and my thoughts on what the Thunder are going to look like going forward, what pieces are in place, and what could their future be with Holmgren, Josh Giddey, and also Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. As we all know, the Thunder was the youngest team put together in the NBA last year. I believe their average age was about 22.7 years of age as far as everybody collectively on their roster. And that's pretty young, thinking about as far as college teams and NBA teams go. A lot of rookies, a lot of 2 and 3 year guys. So with that being said, you add in a Holmgren. Now you have a big three almost. Could it be a big three, or am I speaking too soon? I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander averaged close to 25 last year, barring, he didn't shoot the best from the field. But when you add him in with a Josh Giddey who averages, somewhere around the 12 to 13 points a game, almost 8 rebounds, close to 7 assists. So I like Gilgeous-Alexander. He's a guard. He's big. His wingspan is very long, so he can get to the rim. His jump shot isn't the best, but he can also get his own shot. And he's one of those point guards that I believe you can definitely, in my opinion, you can go with him for the future. He's not an older point guard. He's 23. So I mean, the sky's the limit. I mean, he's not in that Jason Tatum conversation, but he's in that coming of age as far as guards go, as far as guards in the league go. I like him a lot. Now you pair him with Chet Holmgren, who I believe, he has the size. You seen that in college at Gonzaga. You seen it. But I believe the physicality of the NBA is what's going to cause him to actually have to put on more as far as muscle, because he's going to be going up against a lot of the bigs, maybe some wings too. But these days wing players are not just built out like basic wings. Like the wings of the world are the Giannis. The wings of the world are like, all right, well, KD is not big and strong, but his offensive game it supersedes that in my opinion. You have the wings of the world is like a Kawhi, and certain guys like even like Scotty Barnes, who's a wing, and a lot of guys in the league are what I will say, physically. We know that Chet Holmgren will have to put on some type of muscle, and this is just me speaking. I don't know if it's going to ring true. Maybe he won't have to put on, muscle and build out to his physicality, because his offensive game is good. It's good enough for the college game. Now you go with the pros and you'll see exactly, what he need to work on, because I always say this, like what you were doing good in college, you have to be great at once you hit the league, because they will expose you. If you can't shoot, they'll make you, like the NBA will make you shoot. Like, oh, you can't shoot. So if you can't drive left, they'll force you. They'll force you left. If you can't use, it's just certain things that certain guys can't do, and the eye test will tell you. as far as OKC collectively as a roster, we've know what they've done over the past few years as far as, emptying out roster space and collectively just going all in with draft picks, trading a guy like Chris Paul, even the years of Russ, even the years of Melo, Paul George, going all the way back to the days of KD and James Harden, Serge Ibaka, the young core, they had that. So, and they built that structure. Even though the Sixers did coin the phrase, trust the process, OKC was one of the first teams where you saw collectively they were building out through, draft picks. You get a Kevin Durant. Then you add him with a Russell Westbrook, then a James Harden, and boom, you go to the finals. You don't know what that would have been if they would have stayed together. So, that's what I'm saying about the Thunder now, presently comprised of the Josh Giddeys and the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and now Chet Holmgren. Will they be able to grow together? Will they be able to be a formidable, three in the NBA? Because, of course, that's like, do you have three guys now? That's like the thing these days, ever since, what happened with the Heat, and what happened with the Celtics. Is like, do you have really three guys that can actually do some damage? I believe that the Thunder could be, one of those surprising teams. They're young. They will be, I believe they will be one of those teams to watch, barring any type of injuries. Coming off of winning, 24 games and then 22 games. It's nowhere to go but up. So, honestly, it's nowhere to go but up. Do they have a chance to be a team like the New Orleans Pelicans was last year? Not saying they'll make the playoffs, but can they win 10 extra games this year? Go from a 24-win team to a 34-win team. I mean, wins don't come easy in the NBA, but can they show that they're getting better? And I believe that's, in my opinion, they have the room to grow if they allow those three to grow together. What do you guys think? I mean, am I shooting too far? Do you guys see Oklahoma winning more games or less games this year? I mean, talent, the NBA is all about talent. And then, putting that talent together and seeing how it does on the floor. So, I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know your guys' thoughts, opinions. Of course, always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. I appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on those post notifications so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. If you like the NBA, if you like basketball, I'm here. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, opinions. It's Astronaut H. It's the What More Do You Want Network. I'll catch you guys on the next video.